Hi, Emma and Ethan. It's Papa. I'm going to read you a story. I picked this one out. It's called Giraffes Can't Dance. I picked it out just because you guys love to dance so much all the time. So we're going to learn about animals dancing. Gerald was a tall giraffe whose neck was long and slim, but his knees were awfully crooked. His legs were rather thin. He was very good at standing still and munching shoots off trees. But when he tried to run around, he buckled at his knees. Now, every year in Africa, they hold the jungle dance, where every single animal turns up to skip and prance. A lot of animals got some zebras and hippopotamus, leopards, looks like even some kind of mouse, snakes. Mimi loves snakes. And this year, when the day arrived, poor Gerard felt so bad because when it came to dancing, he was really, really bad. The warthog started waltzing. The rhinos rocked and rolled. The lions danced a tango, that elegant and bold. The chimps all did a cha-cha with a very Latin feel, and 8 baboons were teamed up for a splendish Scottish reel. Gerald swallowed bravely as he walked toward the floor, but the lions saw him coming, and they soon began to roar. Hey, look at clumsy Gerald, the animals all sneered. Giraffes can't dance, you silly fool. Oh, Gerald, you're so weird. Gerald simply froze up. He was rooted to the spot. They're right, he thought. I'm useless. Oh, I feel like a clot. So he crept off from the dance floor and he started walking home. He never felt so sad before, so sad and so alone. Then he found a little cheering and he looked up in the sky. The moon can be so beautiful, he whispered with a sigh. Excuse me, coughed a cricket who'd seen Gerald earlier on, but sometimes when you're different, you just need a different song. Listen to the swaying grass and listen to the trees. To me, the sweetest music is those branches in the breeze. So imagine that the lovely blue moon is playing just for you. Everything makes music if you really want it to. With that, the cricket smiled and picked up his violin. Then Gerald felt his body do some amazing things. His hoofs had started shuffling, making circles on the ground. His neck was gently swaying. His tail was swooshing around. See, he's starting to dance. He threw his legs out sideways and he swung them everywhere. Then he did a backward somersault and leapt up in the air. Pretty good trick. Gerald felt so wonderful, his mouth was open wide. I am dancing. Yes, I'm dancing. I am dancing, Gerald cried. Then one by one, each animal who'd been there at the dance arrived while Gerald boogied and watched him quite enthralled. They shouted, "It's a miracle. We must be in a dream. Gerald's the best dancer that we've ever seen." How did you learn to dance like that? Please, Gerald, tell us how. But Gerald simply twirled around and finished with a bow. Then he raised his head and looked up at the moon and the stars above. We all can dance, he said, when we find the music we love. The end. That's a nice book. Now you guys go do some dancing.